So you're tired of getting like 3, 4, maybe even 5 kills a game in Warzone, and you want to get a bunch more, maybe 10, 15, somewhere around there. Well, don't worry guys, you clicked on the right video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get all those bunch of kills in Call of Duty Warzone and make it consistent. Actually do it consistently rather than dying all the time and having to restart and whatnot. Guys, today I'm going to show you guys about 8 tips to get more kills a lot faster, a lot more, and a lot more often in Call of Duty Warzone. What is up guys, my name is Nick and welcome back to another Call of Duty Warzone video. Today, like I mentioned just a few seconds ago, we're going to be talking all about kills, all about that kind of stuff, and if you're lucky, maybe even get the win with all those kills, which makes it even better within this game. So this game is kind of tough. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's kind of hard, and if you're not playing right, you're definitely not going to be getting a lot of kills. It's all about the beginning of the game and all about the end of the game. The middle of the game isn't that important within Warzone. Like, it's going to happen regardless. You're going to get into a few gunfights within the middle, but yeah, it's not really as important as it should be. Now, I will say that if you are a camper, you're going to have to change the way you play, especially if you want to get a bunch more kills. Sitting in one building in one corner is definitely not going to cut it. I mean, you're probably going to get 3 kills doing that, but it's just not the way to play the game if you're going for kills. So let's talk about early game enemy farming. Now, this might sound pretty bad. It might not sound like something that's fun, but it's something that you should definitely be doing. I know it sounds like a horrible idea, but if you want to get a bunch of kills, the first thing you should be doing is getting kills right off the rip. You want to go, you want to land, pick up the first weapon you find, no matter what it is, unless it's a pistol, pick up something that's an automatic and just go for it. If you die, it doesn't even matter, man. It's the beginning of the game. You could always restart. You could always do whatever you want to do. Now, I will say that this is probably one of the most crucial parts in the game. Like, the beginning of the match to get a bunch of kills is the most crucial parts. I know it's more fun to like look for loot on the ground, look for that perfect gun that you really want, that ground weapon that you really want, but instead, if you find an Uzi on the ground, start killing people with the Uzi, man. Trust me, you're gonna kill a bunch of people. Eventually, someone will drop a weapon that you want, but the most important thing is that you clear out that area. You and your squad go ahead and clear it out. You get all those kills, and you could end up like with 5, 6, maybe even 10 kills at the beginning of the game if you do really good. So definitely go for early game enemy farming and do it right. Do it right. Trust me, guys. Now, you also want to be the pusher. This is the next tip I want to tell you guys. You want to be the one rushing the enemies in close-up gunfights. You want to learn how to play the movement system in Modern Warfare. You want to make it right. The movement system is really going to make or break your gunfights. If you learn how to slide cancel, if you learn how to bunny hop around corners and all that kind of stuff to get the first shot on the enemies, you will definitely start dropping the enemies before they could even see you. Make the enemies nervous, be unpredictable, and make sure to get into those gunfights. Like, seriously, slide cancel around a corner and jump and start shooting at enemies. They're not going to see you. The camera angles are super broken in this game, and it's going to help you out a lot. Now, if you guys want to see a complete video, because this is like really in depth of actually how to actually use the movement system in Modern Warfare to your advantage, if we get like 2,000 likes, man, if we could break right through 2,000 likes, I will make a video just about how to abuse the broken movement system within this game, guys. I'll make the video. I know you could do it. 2,000 likes, that's all we ask for. And before we go on to the next tip, I also want to say, guys, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Recently, we're hitting like over 1,000 a day. So if you're new around here and you want to sub to the channel as well, go ahead and do it with those notifications turned on. I would be truly happy if you guys did that. Like, it actually, every sub I get, man, I'm always refreshing it, man. I'm always happy. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below, what is your highest kills in Modern Warfare Warzone? What is the highest kills you ever got in a single game? Let me know. I want to see what people actually do. What's the average number and all that kind of stuff. Now let's move on to the other tip, and that is hotspot or smart drop. And this one is really important. You want to land somewhere that's super populated, but not where many people go. So that might sound contradictory, but I mean pretty much. Like, let's take an example. You land at Superstore. Everybody at Superstore is landing on the rooftops. Don't be the guy who lands on the rooftop. Land at one of the side doors, collect a few things, let the enemies, allow them to shoot each other for a little while and make each other weak, and then you go with that one weapon that you find on the ground. You could go and pick off everybody while they're weak, because you're still going to be fully health and stuff like that. You're not going to have to worry whatsoever. And another good example is, let's say you want to land at Boneyard. Land at the end of Boneyard where no one really goes. collect your stuff, and then push everyone like crazy. Push them all. You're going to be picking them off from the back. You're going to be doing all that kind of stuff, and it really does help out a lot. So literally land in hot spots, but smart drop smartly. You want to make sure that you're the one who's alone in that area, so you could go and easily pick off the people at distances while they're not expecting it, while they're in gunfights and all that kind of stuff. So definitely do that. Now another one I want to talk about are bounties. If you're going for kills, bounties are the perfect way to do it. I wouldn't suggest going for scavenger and recon and stuff like that, because that just slows down the game. That makes you go places that you don't really want to go to and whatnot. It makes you camp a lot, let's be honest. But if you go for bounties, you're going to see exactly where the enemies are. You're going to see at least where one team is, where one guy on that team is, and you could kind of use it to your advantage. So let's say you're too busy focusing on going for the bounty and stuff like that. The enemy team is going to be focusing on trying to dodge the bounty, trying to get away from you. They're going to be camping in an area. They're going to be somewhere. They're going to be running away. They're going to be doing anything, and this can make it really easy for you to sneak up on that whole entire team with your squad and take them all out. So going for bounties every time you have the chance is something I really suggest doing, but I don't suggest if you're only going for kills and trying to get the win at the end of the game. Don't go for the recons. Don't go for the scavengers. Go just for those bounties. Make it like really hard for the enemies to avoid you and stuff like that. And even if you don't end up killing the bounties, some enemy probably will, and you do get the bonus for it anyways. You'll get like 1,000 in-game dollars, so it's kind of worth doing it. So I honestly always suggest going for bounties. Now you also, going to the next tip, want to be holding it down. Now this might sound like really contradictory to what I said, that you want to be the pusher, but you could definitely be the pusher while still holding down a specific area. So a good example I want to give you guys here is, let's say you're in an area and you have a radar up, you have a UAV up, and you see enemies ahead of you, beside you, and behind you, and they're quite a bit away, so it's obvious that you can make it away from there. But instead of trying to run away from the area you're in and trying to make it out alive, hold down that area that you're currently at, if there's buildings or anything like that, and let the teammates come to you one by one, or the enemies come to you one by one, I should say, and you and your teammates hold off that area. You pick off a team, the other team is going to see that you're in a gunfight, so make sure that you're ready to go after them as well when they start coming to you. So hold down that area, but play aggressively at the same time, and you'll easily be taking out teams. So I mean, this is a really good one. Let them come to you, and then once you finish off all those teams in the area, call in another UAV if you have to. Make sure you're clear to go and move on from there. If you try to run away when you see a bunch of teams on the radar, chances are you're going to be running towards another team, and the teams behind you are eventually going to catch up to you and take you out of the game. So you definitely don't want to do that. Make sure that you let them come to you and still play aggressively, still shoot at them like crazy, try to get them out and all that kind of stuff. Now the most important part of the game is actually the end game. This is where the game gets really interesting. This is when you get towards the few final circles and where teams begin to camp in buildings and rooftops. Let them camp. This is what you want. This is where your squad and you are going to be sticking together and probably get most of your kills in the entire game. It's towards the end game. So make it hard on everyone else. Start pushing buildings, calling UAVs, find out where they're all at, use your heartbeat sensors and all that kind of stuff. Start pushing teams one by one. If someone's camping in the building, go after them with your entire squad. If someone's camping on a rooftop, go after them again with your entire squad. Maybe try to get on a higher rooftop to easily take them out. It'll make the final circle a lot easier on you guys by having a lot less places where enemies are going to be coming from. And trust me, most of my kills, they come from the end game. They mostly all come from the last few circles. So make that the most interesting. Don't be those guys who camp, because chances are some other team will take you out. Be the aggressive ones and be the pushers. Seriously, like high risk, high reward. You're gonna get those kills, and if you don't, it's okay. It's a game. Restart, go again, play aggressively, and you're eventually gonna get those games where you start getting like 20 kills and all that kind of stuff. Now I also want to say something that's really important that you might not want to do, but I really suggest you do, is to start playing alone in trios. Now this might not sound like it's fun at all. It might sound like if you're a bad player, you definitely don't want to do that, but trust me, this is something you definitely do want to do. If you can learn how to outplay entire enemy teams 1 versus 3, this is going to be really good. It's going to be towards your advantage. You could start getting a bunch of kills, start using cover to your advantage, go inside a building, run around it, take out a team, go upstairs, jump out the window, take out another guy, stuff like that. It's going to be really helpful once you learn how to use the map, all the environments to your advantage to take people out. It's going to be really nice when you play with your squad again. You're going to be taking out teams very easily with your teammates and stuff. But that's going to be it for the video, man. Like I said, if you guys want to see a whole guide on how to use and abuse the movement consistent. Make sure to drop a like on this video. We're gonna go for 2,000. Like I said, man, if you guys could hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications, we're so close to 550,000, and once we hit that, that's seriously an impeccably insane number. So guys, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, let me know down in the comments below the highest amount of kills you got in the game, and if you made it this far, say this is the best class setup down in the comments below. Confuse people and mess with their heads. Alright guys, thank you for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
It's